Degree days. It's a measure that reflects the demand for energy needed to heat or cool a building. It is based on the difference between the outdoor temperature and a standard temperature, base temperature, typically 18 degrees Celsius. So you see this 18 degrees Celsius, it is the reference temperature. So remember this, the 18 degrees Celsius is the reference or base temperature, but it can change, but typically it's 18 degrees Celsius. So there are two types of degree days. One is the heating degree day and one is the cooling degree day. So when the outside temperature is below the base temperature is what again? It is 18 degrees Celsius. So if the outside temperature is below the base temperature, then there is a need for heating. Obviously, when outside is cold, there is a need for heating. So that's why this is heating degree days. What is cooling degree days? When the outside temperature is above the base temperature, means the base temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. When the outside temperature is higher than the base temperature, we need cooling, right? So obviously when outside is warmer, we need cooling. So that is cooling degree days. And we'll get into the details on how to calculate it in the next slide. So the first one, heating degree day, used when the outside temperature is below the base temperature, means it's cold outside, so we need heating degree days. So it indicates the need for heating. Example, calculating heating degree days for a bank branch. So the base temperature is always 18 degrees Celsius. So if the outside temperature is, let's say, 10 degrees Celsius on the first day, which is below 18, 12 in the second day, which is again below 18, and again 15 in the third day, which is below 18. So outside is colder than the base temperature, right? So how do we calculate the heating degree day? Very easy. It's just the difference between 18 and 10. So the first day is the difference between 18 and 10, which is 8 heating degree day. For the second day, the difference between 18 and 12 is 6 heating degree day. For the third, 18 and 15 is, the difference is 3 heating degree day. So the total heating degree day for the period of 3 days is 8 plus 6 plus 3, which is equal to 17. So 17 heating degree days. That's how you calculate heating degree days. The next one is cooling degree days. It's the same concept, but this time the opposite scenario, means outside temperatures for the first 3 days is above the base temperature or the reference temperature 18. If outside temperature is warmer or higher than the base temperature, which is 25, 30, and 22, we need what? Cooling. If outside is warmer, we need cooling. And how to calculate the cooling degree days? Very easy. Again, is the difference between the base temperature and the outdoor temperature. So for the first day is going to be 25 minus 18 is 7. Second day is 30 minus 18 is 12. And third day is 22 minus 18 is 4. If you add all of them, you are going to get 23 cooling degree days for the 3-day period. And we will also demonstrate this in Excel, how to calculate the degree days. Excel file 1.2 degree days. And here the table is already set up for you. So the first column is the month. The second column is the ambient temperature, that is the outside temperature in degrees Celsius. The third column is the base temperature or the reference temperature, which is 18 degrees Celsius. So how to calculate heating degree days? First, remember that before calculating any degree days, you should remember that it cannot be negative. Any degree day cannot be a negative value, be it heating cooling degree day or heating degree day or cooling degree day. It cannot be negative, it has to be positive. So that condition must be applied when calculating the degree days. So how to calculate the heating degree day? It's simply the outside temperature when it's less than the base temperature, then that means it's a heating degree day, and you should calculate the difference between the 18 and 5 to calculate the heating degree day, but with a condition that equal to if. So this is how you apply the condition. If 18 minus 5 is greater than 0, only then. So this is how you apply the condition. So the condition is a logical test. Only then calculate the heating degree day. The heating degree day is base temperature minus 5. If it doesn't happen, let's say for this example on July, the base temperature is actually less than the outside temperature 20 degrees Celsius. So if the outside temperature is that warm, do you really need heating? Of course not. You don't need heating when the outside temperature is more than the base temperature. So in that condition, the logical test fails and the value will be nothing. So you can say 0. So the if condition says that if the base temperature is more than the ambient temperature, only then calculate the heating degree day, which is E4 minus D4, means base temperature minus ambient temperature. Otherwise, keep it 0, but never make it negative. You know what will happen if it's not negative? Okay, let me first calculate this. So it's 13. So that is the heating degree day. So notice here for June to August, if we didn't apply the condition, if condition, what would occur? So let's say equal to, so let's do this one. On July, equal to base temperature minus ambient temperature. It's negative. Does it make sense to have a negative heating degree day? It doesn't make sense, right? Because if outside temperature is higher or it's warmer outside, it doesn't need any heating. And it doesn't make sense to say it's a negative heating degree. So that's why its condition is applied that if it is negative, then just simply make it 0. So this heating degree day is calculated for all the years. If you want, you can see the total annual heating degree day. What is the annual heating degree day? It's for the whole year starting from January to December. So let's align it properly. Equal to sum of all these degree days, 65. So the annual heating degree day is 65. It gives you a sense of how much heating you need throughout the year. Cooling degree day. So we'll calculate it using similar logic, although exactly not the same. So first, let's see what is the cooling degree day for January. So cooling degree day means what again? It means that outside the temperature is higher than the base temperature. If the temperature is higher than the base temperature, then you need cooling, right? And it makes sense if obviously it's warmer outside, we need cooling. So is it warmer outside on January? No, it's actually 5 degrees Celsius, whereas the base temperature is 18. So do we need cooling? We don't need any cooling. So in that case, equal to if D4 minus E4 means 5 minus 18 is less than 0, means it's negative. If it is negative, we do not need any cooling. So in that case, just put 0. But if the outside temperature is higher than the base temperature, we need cooling. So in that case, actually calculate it. So it's going to be this one, outside temperature minus base temperature. So cooling degree day for January is 0. Means on January, we do not need any cooling because the outside temperature is already, it's lower or it's cold outside. Means we need heating but not cooling. So that's why on January, since it's cold outside, we need heating. So that is the reason the cooling degree day is 0. So again, just double click here into the autofill. So when do we need cooling? We need cooling only on July and August. We need cooling because the outside temperature is higher than the inside temperature. So we need cooling. Again, just in the similar way, if I see this is a trick in Excel because you already calculated the sum of the heating degree day here in cell F17. See, in cell F17 we calculated it. If I just copy and paste in the cooling degree day, in the same cell starting from E17. So let's go to E17 and copy and paste it. See, go there, click on the formula. See, it's highlighting this cooling degree. So this is a trick in Excel. If you just keep the reference cell the same, so this one starts from E17 and this one starts from E17 and everything is same. So this table starts from C3 and ends in F15. If everything remains the same, you can just copy and paste it here and it will automatically calculate the rest. This will save you time. You don't need to write the formula again. So this time it's not heating degree day, just change the text to cooling degree day. So annual cooling degree day is 5 for this building. Thank you.